This is my home office where I trade from. This is what I wish I had when I was starting out. This is me. If you want to trade stocks, crypto, forex, or futures full-time from home, then this episode is for you. We will cover 3. What jobs exist, how to get in the industry, and what setup you need to be successful. Let's get started. Welcome to Finance Career Fridays, where I help you land a job in finance. Today we're talking remote trading careers. You need to build yours like you mean it. So here's what I recommend for any remote trader. First, dual screens. Unless you're a fan of vertical trading, you're gonna want to monitors. When I'm on calls with other traders or managers, I need to be able to hear them clearly, and I need them to be able to hear me clearly. This is what I wish I had when I was starting out. Building the perfect setup takes time, but it's worth it. Trust me, your productivity will skyrocket once you have the right gear. Here are some bonus tips to level up your setup. First, make sure your space is ergonomic. You want to be comfortable. No one wants to see you slouched over your desk in your jammies all day. Second, declutter your workspace. Keep only the essentials on your desk. You don't want to be distracted by the knickknacks. And speaking of knickknacks, don't put any on your desk. It's not an ad agency. You're trying to build a career here. Next, invest in a good chair. You'll be spending a lot of time in it. And remember, you get what you pay for. Finally, add some plants. Not only do they look great, but they also improve air quality. That's why I use a headset. As for my internet, I use Spectrum. If you're in the US, I recommend checking out Spectrum. They're pretty affordable. And finally, for my software, I use a trading journal. It helps me keep track of my trades and analyze my performance. I'm a numbers guy, so I love this. I also use Google Drive. This is where I store all of my documents. And then I use Slack. I chat with my team on Slack. It's just a great way to stay connected. Second, stable internet. Look, this one seems obvious, but you can never appreciate fast, reliable internet until it's gone. Third, trading journal software. You're gonna want to use an app or software to track your trades. A good one will save you time and keep you organized. Fourth, a daily routine. Look, if you're working from home, it's easy to blend work and personal life. That's why it's so important to establish a daily routine. Wake up at the same time every morning, get ready and tackle your workday. Don't try to work in your pajamas all day. It won't be productive. So first off, what actual jobs are available remotely in the world of trading? Good news, there are a lot. I am a big believer in keeping things simple. As long as you stay organized and efficient, you'll be able to stay focused and crush your goals. That's why I keep my setup clean and clutter-free. I have 27-inch monitors. One is for charting, one is for trading. For charting, I use a mix of TradingView and Kinfo. On the left monitor, I have a bunch of charts pulled up. I'm always looking for new trends and patterns to trade. And then on the right monitor, I have Kinfo. This is where I place my orders. I really like the way that Kinfo looks. It's clean and simple, just like me. And then for my third screen, I use Discord. This is where I hang out with other traders. We chat about the markets and share our ideas. It's a great community. Not only can you work as a trader from home, but many other positions in the finance industry are also open to remote workers. Most prop firms and funds aren't going to consider you unless you already have extensive market experience. So if that's you, great, just go apply directly through their website. If you're new to trading though, you'll need to take a different approach. First, build a track record. Don't have one yet, no problem. Use simulated trading platforms like Kinfo, TopStep, or Earn to trade to make your picks. TopStep even offers a pathway to funded accounts with their TopStep Live program. Second, build a brand. Share your journey on a Substack or LinkedIn presence to get your name out there. Third, get visible. Attend virtual trading meetups and conferences to network and potentially interview. Check meetup.com and Eventbrite for events near you. Once you've taken these steps, you can start applying to open positions. Remember that most employers want to see relevant experience. So if you're just getting started, focus on roles that don't require it. You can always work your way up later. Take a look at these job postings from FlexJobs, which specializes in vetted remote work opportunities. There are so many options. Prop firms, hedge funds, and brokerages around the world hire remote traders, researchers, and analysts. Some require capital, some don't, but what they all have in common is a need for proof of skill. For example, if you want to work as a freelance trader, you'll need to show that you can generate consistent profits. Likewise, if you apply for a quantitative analyst position at a prop firm, you'll need to showcase your ability to code, analyze data, and develop profitable trading models. In either case, you need a way to document your results for potential employers. All right, it's time to wrap things up. If you're ready to take your career to the next level and build your dream setup, don't wait. Remember, invest in your future just like you do your trades. One smart step each week brings your career closer to its target. See you next Friday.